Well, good evening, race fans of the internet. Welcome to another presentation here on TDTV of the Dirty Old Bastards 410 Sprint Cars. This time we come to you with round number 3 of Season 17. The first of those sessions live from the Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa, the sprint car capital of the world. So far here in Season 17, we've seen Mason Hannigan go to victory lane 2 times. Tonight, trying to do it here at the sprint car capital of the world, as he is in attendance along with 25 other drivers looking to take DOB victory here in the great state of Iowa, the Corn State. Also getting wins so far this season, Braden Eiler and Tyler Shells. They've split the other 2 races so far, and Darren Detweiler comes into tonight 3 points to the good as your points leader over Tyler Shell, who currently sits in that second spot. So welcome into TDTV. Of course, I am your host, lead commentator, Mr. Ryan Williams, and joining me once again tonight, we call him the voice of the common man's racer. He's the co-host of the Talking Dirt podcast, and tonight he is once again in the broadcast booth with me here at Knoxville. It's Mr. Matt Pridge, and Matt, welcome into the call as we are set for a big night here in session number 1 at Knoxville.
Yeah, man, big track, big speeds, man. With the 410s, it's going to be exciting to watch. Not real familiar with the track, so I don't know what the groove's going to really do tonight. Don't know how how this track races that well with 410s, but like Kokomo, this track was pretty much built for the sprint cars and these high speeds, so it should be pretty entertaining.
Oh, absolutely, and we saw this place to start out the season with the 360s, and it provided some extremely good racing, both from top to bottom. And we saw this series have their Knoxville Nationals just a couple of weeks ago. That provided one of the better iRacing races that you will ever see. If you want to go back and check that out, the DOB Knoxville Nationals with the 360s and the 410s. But tonight we get a little sneak peek at that as these 410s hit the half mile here, the low banks at Knoxville Speedway. As there you see on screen Mason Hannigan, driver of the number 22, as he falls in right now second quick to Darren Detweiler. There are your standings so far. 15 cars have taken a time. Detweiler the quickest, 14.48 seconds. Here's Kenny Hoffman, a driver who was on the cusp of getting a win in the 360s on Tuesday night. Kenny unfortunately was not able to accomplish that feat there in the number 11 car. Currently the third quickest. Carter Chevalier currently your 4th fastest on the big boards. He is in this session here, a driver who we've seen be consistently fast, but always come up just a bit short. And back to this man, Braden Eiler, 1 win on the season there for the driver in number 5, as he finishes up his hot lap sessions here, currently 6th quick. Andrew May, Russell Thorpe, Joshua Cotton were also on track here for session number 2. Those guys come in 10th, 11th, and 12th, respectively, here as we get into another session of hot laps. Tyler Shell coming out on the track now. See if Tyler's paint will pop up. There we go. Tyler Shell there in the number 85 machine tonight. Larry Moody will be in this hot lap group. He's there in car number 73. Ernie Williams Jr., that yellow and black number 91. A couple of good runs on Tuesday night. Looking to back it up here with a big run in the 410s at Knoxville. Dustin Griffiths will also be there in car number 9. Dustin's been pretty quick all season long, just looking to finally get into that top 3, and he's got a good chance to do it here tonight at Knoxville. Justin Zapatoxny there in car number 03. You see him right behind him is Alex Szerzynski in the number 23. Those are all the cars on the track here. We'll focus in real quick with Ernie Williams Jr. in number 91 is Szerzynski. Now Shell go 11th on the time charts. That's some good-looking lap times. These guys mighty consistent with each other so far.
Yeah, man, you can cover this field with a blanket right now. It's within 2/10 back to 11th. So guys are looking good right now.
That they are. 14 fours, 14 fives, 14 sixes, all throughout the field just about here as we continue to work. I believe the penultimate group here. We're still looking on board with Trzynski. Here's Ernie Williams up there at number 91. Williams currently 12th on the big boards. Old Justin Z there, the number 3, jumps the berm at the bottom as we come to a checkered flag. Larry Moody sits back in 19th. Dustin Griffiths back in 21st here in hot laps. I believe they're going to give 1 second here for this final group to possibly come out. As you see the last couple of guys get off track here, Shane Gallo, Peyton Grice, David Heileman have not taken a time so far. Heileman, a guy we were missing on Tuesday night, didn't come out and run with the 360s. Good to see him back in action so far tonight. Let's see here.
Do we have anybody on the track right now?
Yes, we do. They're looking at him. David Heileman on track right now. They're in car number 49.
There we go.
Yeah, David looking good so far. Currently about 14th on the big boards.
There's someone else on the track too. That's gonna be it for that session. Got 4 drivers that haven't hit the track yet.
Yeah, we got Peyton Grice, Shane Gallo, Brad Lamberson, Cody Olson now in the session as well. None of those guys, well, possibly 1 or 2 might get some time here, but I believe we are about to kick it forward into some qualifying. There you see a good look at the Knoxville Raceway, the sprint car capital of the world. 23 so far have taken a time. So good looking field of cars here. 23 of 27 so far with clocked in times. So sorry for that bit of delay really quickly. I was might be having a couple of frame droppage issues. If that continues to be the case, then I will reset the stream here in just a second, but we'll try to make it through qualifying before I have to do that, as we will tune in live. We'll keep the big board up on the top left hand of your screen. There is Chris Roberts, driver of the 93 car, owner and promoter of the series here with DOB. Matt Althoff in car number 417, also on track. We'll keep an eye on Chris here as he works through his lap number 1 down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 out of 4. Good looking lap 1 for Roberts. He'll go 4th quick so far. Take a look back with Darren Detweiler in 3D. Detweiler currently the quickest car on the track as he zooms around the Knoxville Speedway. And he will remain quickest. Eiler done with his. He'll be 3rd. Andrew May now to the top of the boards there in car number 31. Good lap for Andrew May. Cody Olson on track here in number 6 as he comes across the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Good looking ride for Olson down the front stretch. Where does he end up here on lap number 2? Cody Olson 20th. Naked 21st is Kenny Hoffman's working on lap number 2 down the backstretch here in car number 11. Hoffman into the loose stuff at the bottom of the racetrack, but off of 4. Still with a good-looking line for the number 001. The 11 goes 11th. Makes sense, as now we'll tune in with Brad Lamberson, who's done with his 2 laps. And now we'll go to Ernie Williams Jr., one of the last cars to take a time here. Number 91, currently 16th after lap number 1. Off turn number 4 here for Ernie Williams, and he will slide in after lap 2, 15th quick, as your white flag waves on the qualifying session.
Mason Hannigan snagged the quick time there at the last second.
That he did, Matt. Let me see here. So really quickly, I know this is going to be a bit of a burden for you guys watching the stream right now. I'm going to reset, maybe lower the bit rate a little bit because I am dropping frames left and right. So we will be right back, hopefully picking up at the tail end of heat race number 1. So it looks like we are back live here at Knoxville. Coming back to you with heat race number 1, which is on the track right now, coming around to get there 1 to go to green. We'll pull up your starting lineup really quickly. Mason Hannigan, Braden Eiler, Carter Chevalier, Chris Roberts, Justin Zapatoxny, Michael DeGrande, Patrick Spangler, all in action here for heat race number 1 as they head down the back straightaway, it looks like. I'll run a couple of checks. Looks like we are good to go, Matt, as we are ready for heat race number 1. No drop frames this time, so we are gonna cook like we are. Chef from South Park here at Knoxville. Actually, I heard some. I was hearing a story about Chef from South Park. That's why they come to my mind. But I'm ready to go racing here at Knoxville, Matt. And here we go off into turns 1 and 2 for the first time here tonight.
Braden Eiler fall right in behind Mason Hannigan. It seems like everybody's going to be single file except for Carter Chevalier. Him and Zapatoxny make a little bit of contact. Zapatoxny into the wall.
Well, that put Justin back to the 5th spot right now. Remember, top 4 go to the feature instantaneously. As we see Michael DeGrande starting to make his way towards the front here at 33. Started at the back of the pack. Patrick Spangler back there as well. Get a good look at the 39 car. Inching our way back towards the front. There's Chris Roberts currently in 3rd. Eiler chasing down Hannigan. Hannigan trying to put on a show here as he's got about a, what do you say, a half a second advantage right now over Eiler. Of course, Braden, a one-time winner with the series so far this year. Hannigan, a 2-time winner. So Braden trying to match him here at Knoxville. Your top 3 now, Matt, starting to itch away from the rest of the field here. Chevalier might be under fire here soon from Justin.
Yeah, Justin Zapatoxny is right on him. Just looking for that little bit of momentum, hoping to catch that little bit of extra grip, try to get through the corner and come off the corner. But 3 laps to go. He's got to make a move soon. Ooh, contact behind him in the wall. I think it's the 39 of Patrick Spangler. I think we're gonna stay green. He's upside down, but we're gonna stay green.
He is upside down. We are still green flag racing here. There's your battle for the lead right now. Looking pretty good is Hannigan. He's on the white flag lap as he comes out of turn number 2. They head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 here. Eiler's got one chance to make it happen. Not gonna do it. He will finish 2nd. Hannigan wins heat race number 1. Eiler 2nd. Roberts, Chevalier, Zapatoxny, DeGrande rounded out on the track here. So that was your top 4 going to the main event. Of course, it was Mason Hannigan, Braden Eiler, Chris Roberts, Carter Chevalier clock in to the main event here tonight. Heat race number 2 gridding up now. Matt, why don't you tell us who's in it?
So in Heat 2, you got, so is rolling us off the green flag. We got Andrew May. Second's going to be Tyler Shell. Then third would be Larry Moody. Fourth, Joshua Piquel. Fifth, Kyle Stoltz. Sixth, Blake Carrick. And seventh is going to be Peyton Grice.
So there are your 7 cars here in heat race number 2. Good looking field to say the least. Andrew May, surprising in qualifying, put it on the point here for this second heat race. But he does have a tough contingency to deal with in the form of Larry Moody and Tyler Shell. Larry Moody, surprisingly good qualifying lap as well. We saw him finish top 3 in a 410 race to start the season. Since then, been about mid-pack, but good to see him back in a 3rd starting spot for a heat race. So excited to see what the Missouri native has in store for us here. Josh Piquel, another interesting story there in car number 33. He has been all over the top 5 all season long, but when the cookie crumbles at the end, just can't seem to make his way there tonight. Looking to amend the wrongs and get back into another podium finish here with DOB. Kyle Stoltz, another guy that's been with the series for years and years at this point, and Kyle just looking to establish his name as a mainstay here with the series and score himself a good finish in this heat race number 2. So we'll pull the cameras down in tight, look at race leader Andrew May as he paces the field around here, set to take a green flag on heat race number 2. There goes the pace truck. May on the loud pedal out of 4. Nope. He played with him a little bit, Matt. He acted like he was going, stopped, and then he starts. Good jump for Andrew May.
Oh, it's chess, not checkers, and he is off to a good lead. Got the 38 trying to make up a few spots. As now he's around Piquel. Blake, I believe that's Blake Carrick in the 38.
Well, Blake Carrick's back in the 69 to the inside. Yep, he's in the 38 on your screen. He's 69 as far as iRacing is concerned. Blake back to the 7th spot now. Peyton Grice up to 6th. Kyle Stoltz in 5th. 4th and final transfer as we sit. Josh Piquel in 33. Larry Moody still in 3rd right now. Tyler Shell 2nd. Andrew May, your race leader, about a 1/10 of a second advantage. You see all of the cars on the track slide up ever so slightly up into the loose stuff. There goes the 85 into the loose stuff. Will this help or hurt Tyler Shell? Keep an eye on the young man riding in 2nd. That 85 car looks to the outside. Now dive bombs back down to the bottom here, Matt.
He goes to the inside of turn 1. Gonna try the slide job, not quite clear, so he's gonna keep it down low, and Andrew May's gonna come back out with the lead coming out of turn 2, but they go into turn 3, single file. Larry Moody gonna try to make a move coming off of turn 4. And he goes into turn 1, trying to throw a slide job. Oh, contact between Larry Moody. Oh, your top 3, top 4, top 5.
Top everybody. Everybody involved. My goodness, Matt. My goodness indeed. Let's rewind this. Larry Moody, I know not the happiest with what just happened there. Has to not be. But we're going to take a look at what happened coming down the front stretch here. You see him going there into 1 and 2. Moody was on the bottom, coming down the back stretch as they all tangle up here. Moody up into the air. Andrew May was up under him. And it looked at that time like Shell was going to get through free, but contact between he and Kyle Stoltz, and then Andrew May again sends both of them around, which, Matt, makes our new race leader, Josh Piquel, as he was one of the first to get through it. Kyle Stoltz, I believe, will go back to the 2nd spot. Peyton Grice got through there. Blake Carrick got through there. So these guys can consider themselves lucky to get through that melee here with 3 laps to go in heat race number 2. Matt, I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, man, you just got 2 cars trying to fight for the same position on the track, and it never works out.
Well, I mean, you've been there, I've been there, it happens. And right now for these guys, Andrew May, Tyler Shell, Larry Moody, it's all about how you're able to rebound here with just a couple of laps remaining in the heat race and at least trying to set yourself up for a good starting spot in the B main.
Yeah, if you're Josh Backel, you absolutely love that. Even Kyle Stoltz, Peyton Grimes, and even Blake Carrick.
Well, you got to think all three of these guys. Well, of course, Backel was in a transfer spot, but the other two, they were sitting outside looking in. They've got to be absolutely ecstatic for what just happened, as unfortunate as it may be. But hey, man, with 2 laps to go here, I believe we're going to have green, white, checkered. You can never count out any of these guys. May's been quick all night. Shell is currently second in points, has won a race so far this season. So do not count anybody at the back right now out as we get set for a restart here with, I believe, green, white, checkered on the cards with the DOB 410 sprint cars here at the Knoxville Raceway. And green flag gonna fly. Backel, a great restart down the front stretch.
He's going to continue to run that little slider line where he slides up towards the end of the corner. Now you got Peyton Grimes trying to make a move for the second position over Kyle Stoltz. Gets in front of him and throws a slide job to seal that position off. Now we got Blake Carrick trying to steal that third position away from Kyle Stoltz as he does. And then your winner's going to be Joshua Backel, Peyton Grimes, Blake Carrick, Kyle Stoltz. Yeah, Blake Carrick, Kyle Stoltz, Tyler Shell, Andrew May, and Larry Moody.
It looked like Shell and May kind of got together once again on that restart, but luckily nothing happened of it. Those guys just may have had a little too much damage to really take advantage of the situation there. But of course, your race winner was Josh Backel there in heat race number 2, heat race 3. Now to the grid, Nick McGeethy will roll us off from the point. David Heileman will be to his outside. Kenny Hoffman, Ernie Williams Jr. on row 2, Russell Thorpe, Cody Olson on row 3, Shane Gallo all by his lonesome there on row number 4 here, Matt, for heat race number 3 at Knoxville with the DOB 410 sprint cars. Thank everybody for tuning in thus far. Happy that I was able to get our situation there with the frame droppage taken care of and looking good right now over on the YouTube page. Want to remind everybody, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Click the notification bell so that you never miss a live stream here on TDTV, especially with the DOB 410 sprint cars as they put on a show every time they are in action. Got some other cool stuff on the way again as well. Southern Outlaw Auto Racing Association has announced they will be live on TDTV for their season number 3. That will start here in just a couple of weeks on Tuesday evenings. So make sure that you subscribe to catch that as well. So here we go. Lights going to go out this time. McGeethy, Heileman, Hoffman alongside Williams on row 2. So those are your top 4 as we start. Will they be that way when we finish? Only time will tell. It's about to be on like Donkey Kong. Out of turn number 4 here. Heat race number 3 back to come at you.
And really, a pretty stout field for this heat race here. I mean, Williams is fast. He's close to leading points, if not leading points in the 310s. McGeethy shows speed every night. Heileman shows speed every night. So I mean, it's really a tough field. Now McGeethy, he's on the loud pedal. Kenny Hoffman trying to get underneath David Heileman to secure that second position. Just David Heileman got the momentum coming off the corner. And Cody Olsen's hoping that they keep racing like this, because if they do, Kenny Hoffman's going to catch up, and then Cody Olsen catch up. He's sitting on the outside looking in, just trying to reel him in. He's got 4 laps to do it. Ooh. Yeah, I was watching the slide jobs from Ernie Williams. I thought he was going to get into him there a little bit, but he was able to hold off of him, and keep from contact. Yeah, Cody Olsen up into the final transfer position now. Kenny Hoffman going to try to go to the bottom to take that position away. Just quite able to do it. Sorry about that. So on taking us to the green flag is going to be the 3 of Derek Detweiler. Second is going to be the 9 of Dustin Griffiths. Third is going to be the 87 of Joshua Cotton. Fourth, the 27 of Brad Lamberson. Fifth will be the 23 of Alex Rzazinski. And sixth is going to be the 417 of Matt Altoff.
That it is, Matt. Thank you very much. Is Darren Detweiler the setup builder here for the DOB 410s? Might be playing some mind games here and taking advantage of his own work as he's been able to figure out this setup so far. Again, one of the quickest drivers in qualifying, looking to double down here and win heat race number 4 if he can get the proper jump here. 1 to go to green. Lights are out around the half mile here at the Knoxville Raceway. Again, the sprint car capital of the world, known best for its 410 sprint car racing. And tonight, these DOB 410 sprints are showing you exactly why, as they have given you a show to talk about so far through 3 heat races. Heat race number 3 so far, though, definitely heat race of the night. Let's see if heat race number 4 can shape up to it and catch up to it as well as we come off of turn number 4. Going to be green flag. This time, Detweiler eyeing the loud pedal, hits it off of 4. We're green flag racing here, Matt.
A little bit of contact between Rzazinski and Lamberson on the start there. I don't know what you said ooey about.
Exactly what you were commenting about.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of contact, but they're able to keep it straight.
Oh, Brad Lamberson off the track here. He went upside down there, Matt.
I didn't see him go upside down, but did see the little bit of contact.
Definitely some contact back there. Detweiler out with a bit of a lead here, about a quarter of a second over Dustin Griffiths. Back to that battle for the transfer spot, though. Alex Rzazinski holds it, and Altoff up into the catch fence just about, as he got in way too hot into turns 1 and 2. Now down the back straightaway they go. Rzazinski on the bottom up to second. What a slider into Dustin Griffiths. Dustin cannot be happy about that one, Matt.
Yeah, he just fed him a right rear on that one right there. He was a little aggressive, but hey,
it's racing.
Racing.
It's racing. It happens in real life. It happens on the sim as well. So down to 4 cars here. Detweiler, Rzazinski muscles his way into a second spot. Cotton in third. Altoff right now in that 4th and final transfer spot, with Griffiths and Lamberson out of this heat race. So now with just 3 laps to go, Rzazinski in peril here as Altoff takes the 3rd spot for the time being, as he's on the inside of Joshua Cotton. Slider line out of Altoff, gonna clear Cotton. Cotton back down to the bottom. Gonna try and get back by him here with 2 laps to go, Matt.
Yeah, while almost a half a second lead. Not quite, but almost. He has 2 to go.
Make it 1 this time.
Yeah, it looks like Straczynski's catching him just a little bit, but I don't think Straczynski's gonna have enough time. As long as he can get it through this corner, Detweiler gonna be your winner. Straczynski second, Althoff third, Cotton fourth, Griffiths fifth, and Lamberson sixth.
So exactly right there. Griffiths and Lamberson both do not finish this one after that crazy move pulled by Alex Straczynski. Got in a little hard there. I'm sure there were apologies said, but Alex able to come out of it with a second place heat race finish. As we, I believe, we're about to take to the track for our B main event of the evening. As there you see Justin Zapatoxny alongside Tyler Shell. As we will now pull up the rest of the starting field here for your B main event. Justin Zapatoxny, Tyler Shell, Kenny Hoffman, Dustin Griffiths, Michael DeGraw, DeAndrew May, Russell Thorpe, Brad Lamberson, Patrick Spangler, Larry Moody, and Shane Gallo, the 11 cars. That will start this B main. I believe Matt will take him to the top 8 to the feature.
Yep, taking the top 8.
Taking the top 8 of 11 in order to round out our 24-car starting field. Remember, coming up next, the 8-car dash to determine the top 8 starting spots after this B main event, which will span, I believe, 12 laps here with the DOB 410 sprints. So Justin Z and Tyler Shell going to be on road number 1 as we come around to take that illustrious 1 to go to green, Matt.
And one thing I want to point out right here, I got my eyes on Larry Moody, and one thing I love about this simulators, the customization with the wraps and suits and your pit boxes. His driver he's got it looking like he's just wearing a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. I thought it was funny.
I've been rocking the Skull Bandit attire as of late, but I've been all over the board. I used to run the they had the Stormtrooper one for a while. I used to run that for a good little bit. I ran the Stormtrooper. And there's been a lot of other stuff that I've run, as well as we look back up front here. There's Justin Zapatoxny. Beautiful sights here with the DOB 410 sprints. Good looking race cars, and they are green flag racing out of turn number 4. We are on for 12 laps here.
Zapatoxny going to move up to the high side above Tyler, or in front of Tyler Shell. Shell's going to try to throw the slider. Just didn't drive it in hard enough. He kind of pulled back. That's going to allow Kenny Hoffman. Ooh, he shuts down the outside. Shell shuts it down.
Well, Tyler got in there. He showed the nose to Justin Z, but so far nothing doing with it as Hoffman went down to the bottom to see if there was any tacky stuff on the low side of the track. Loved the wrap on the 11 car. Now Griffiths pulls a little bit of a crossover move, gets around the 11. Up front, looks like the haymaker's coming. Shell to the top, just about. Nope, pulls it. Realized he wasn't going to be clear, so he pulls right in line behind Justin Zapatoxny. Kenny Hoffman back to the bottom as Griffiths gets into the wall. Ooh. Now contact. That's going to be a caution. You got 2 flipping down the backstretch. Spangler still flipping here, Matt. Goodness.
You think we might have a new...
I think we might have a new record. Yep, I think we might have a new record. Exactly what I was about to say. Holy cow. Let's look back on the TDTV replay here. And we are going to count the flips for Patrick Spangler. Goodness. All right, so there you see the 9 get up into the wall. We're going to look on board here with the 35, or 39, excuse me. As there's the contact. There's all 3 cars get in, so we got 1 flip out of Spangler. Let's see. Here comes number 2. What's the record at, Matt? What do we have? 9, I believe, Matt?
I think it's 9, yeah.
Okay, so 9. We won't count that one. Let's see here. When does he start going again? Okay, so there's another one. There's 3. Here comes 4. There's 5 in the air. Keep going, young man. There's 6. 7. Oh, we're almost there. Here's number 8. Come on, give me number 9. There's number 9. Come on, one more. One more. We got a new record. 10 flips for Patrick Spangler. Congratulations, young man. Not what you wanted at all, but you just set the brand new TDTV flip count record. Goodness. Tough luck to Patrick Spangler. Really tough luck. Feel bad for the young man there. Was running in a transfer spot before that happens. As now we see the damage to Dustin Griffiths as well. Andrew May had some damage. He's off the track in 31. He was also close to the flip record. I believe he went over 2 or 3 times. So we stick now with the battle for the lead that's going to ramp right back up. Zapatoxny and Shell up front here have some punches left to be thrown here. We're in the early rounds still, Matt. We are in the early rounds of a 12-round fight. Let's see how many more punches these guys have to throw. Justin Z back on the loud pedal here. We'll get it restarted. 8 laps to go from Knoxville for your B main.
Tyler Shell trying to find every inch of track he can to get around Zapatoxny. They're pulling off from 3rd place. Look back to the transfer spot, or final transfer spot. You still got Russell Thorpe running in that position. Dustin Griffiths trying to get in there a little bit back.
Well, Dustin dealing with a beat-up race car here. Might have been smart for him to come in and repair what he could as he's losing ground on Thorpe. As we transfer the cameras back towards the front. There you see DeGrande. There's Moody up to the 5th spot. 4th right now, Laberson. Battle for 2nd, Shell and Hoffman. Hoffman to the inside. Shell into the wall, but going to keep it on the top shelf here as he's going to pull back even with Hoffman going into 3. Hoffman slide job right up in front of him. Justin Z continues to lead, and even though he can't see it because they don't run mirrors, loves what he's seeing right now as they continue to battle for 2nd. But, oh boy, Matt, he's getting reeled in here with 4 to go.
Yeah, and these 2 guys are real fast. It's probably a good thing he doesn't have a mirror because he'd be seeing this action. It'd probably make him nervous, but Shell to the inside. Now they're going to go 3 wide for the race lead. What you see?
Yo, that got exactly what you see. That got hairy there for a second. 3 wide down the backstretch. Still 3 wide.
Zapatoxny going to run the slider line. Hoffman into the wall. Tyler Shell still on the bottom. Zapatoxny's going to lead into 3, but Shell says, he's going to slide job him. And he's going to have the lead coming off of turn 4, but barely. Zapatoxny going to throw another slide job.
Well, here we go, Matt. Yeah, this was for all the marbles. Turns 3 and 4, the final time here. Shell to the bottom.
Hops the curb. He hops the curb. Hoffman comes around on the outside to take away the 2nd position.
And that ends the race there, so Hoffman does take 2nd. Justin Zapatoxny wins it. Hoffman, Shell, Lamberson, Moody, Gallo, DeGrande, and Russell Thorpe all go to the main event here tonight, Matt. So this sets us up for tonight's 8-car, 6-lap dash to determine your top 8 for the start of tonight's 30-lap main event.
35. But
35, okay.
I'm excited for this race. These heat races have been real good so far, so it's got me pumped up.
That they have, man. I'm just as excited as you are. This is going to be fun, man. This is absolutely going to be a blast, and this 8-car dash is going to really tell the tale here because you got a couple of guys that have been there all season. You also got a couple of guys that are first-timers to the dash so far this season. I know Josh McKell is going to be in there. Excited to see what this young man has in store for us. They're in car number 33. Just waiting on them to grid up here. As of course, it's going to be Pakel, I believe. Alex Szerzynski going to be in one of these as well as he finished 2nd in his heat race. Mason Hannigan, Braden Eiler going to be up in the mix here. Let's see who else we got.
Peyton Grice.
Yeah, Peyton Grice will be up in the mix as well. Darren Dentweiler. And a couple of others just waiting on them to grid up and ready for race control to give us the go-ahead for this 8-car dash. I want to remind you guys watching at home that the DOB 410 Sprint Car Series is brought to you live on TDTV by Wicked Brands Incorporated, by Wicked Cushion Esports, Tim's Sims Dirt Racing Simulators, powered by iRacing. We've also got some other fine folks bringing you the broadcast as well, such as Jay-Z Photography, Mr. Jeremy Zarfos, Design Metal Art, as well as Super Clean, and many, many more. I want to also remind you that TDTV is weekly brought to you by the Talking Dirt podcast, which unfortunately we were not able to record last night. I had a very special birthday going on in the house, so I wasn't able to record that podcast. Happy birthday to my little puppy Sadie, turned 1 year old yesterday. But I will be releasing that podcast as soon as the broadcast expires here tonight, and it is over. So let's see here. We got a couple of guys exiting the pits, and we will take a look in. There's Ernie Williams Jr. Alongside him is Mason Hannigan. I believe Braden Eiler gridded up as well, ready to go. Ooh, excuse me. It has been a long day, and it's just getting longer, but we'll see if this one is able to bring me back to life a little bit. So you got 4 of your 8 so far. There comes another one. There's Darren Detweiler in the 3 car. Following him, Josh Paquel in the 33. And I believe that leaves us, Matt, with 2 more left to come out here. Unless we're just going to roll it with 6, but I believe we're going to go with 8. Let's see, who else is coming with us? There we go. There comes David Heileman now in the car number 49. As he will come around there. Going over right now what they do here, Matt, is they do a redraw followed by this 6-lap dash. So currently race director Chris Roberts is going over said redraw. And it looks like David Heileman drew the pole there, so good look for the number 49 as he will lead us off from the point here. So Heileman Williams there on row number 1. Looks like Hannigan alongside Eiler on row 2. Row 3, Paquel and Detweiler. And then your final car on the field. Actually, it was Szerzynski, Detweiler, Paquel. And we are green flag racing here for your 6-lap dash. Look back towards the mid pack here. It's David Heileman out front. Here's Mason Hannigan currently in the 2nd spot. Ernie Williams Jr. in 3rd. Alex Szerzynski in 4th, battling with Darren Detweiler, Matt. Oh, Hannigan.
Yeah, Hannigan hard in the wall. Now Eiler and Szerzynski collect each other.
Wow,
Ooh.
both. Ooh-y. No bueno. So Hannigan able to continue here. Eiler and Szerzynski off the track. David Heileman is your race leader 3 laps into this one. It will show warm-up there, but Heileman, your current leader. Detweiler's currently in 3rd, I believe. Williams in 2nd. And then it's back to Paquel and Hannigan. All that's left on the field right now. Oh, that's awesome, Mr. Tim. Enjoy yourself there. Get Mr. Tibbs at Gas City Speedway tonight, so enjoy yourself out there, my friend, as we continue on here with the DOB 410 sprint cars. Matt, what'd you have to add there? These guys absolutely flying right now as Heileman inching closer to a win here in the dash.
Yeah, I was going to say, Heileman's on the absolute rail right now. He's got a real comfortable lead.
The battle that we're seeing right now is for that 2nd spot, as I believe that'll be the end there. There's your lap number 6. Heileman wins. Detweiler outdoes Williams at the end. Paquel comes home in the 4th spot. Hannigan comes home. Whoa, Mason, what's going on? Comes home in the 5th spot. And then it was Szerzynski and Eiler, the 2 that did not finish here in the dash. Unfortunate for those 2, they were caught up in an incident there on lap number 2. But I guess, Matt, that sets us up for tonight's feature event of the evening. And what a feature we got in store. I am super, super excited about what we're about to see, Matt, because they've been telling me now for a week straight that this may, in fact, be the best race that I've ever seen out of DOB. And judging by the heat races, it very well could be.
It could. It could. I mean, it's going to be kind of the only way if they can top Kokomo from last Thursday night, in my opinion, would be as if they had a lot less cautions. If they can have the kind of racing that they had at Kokomo last Thursday with less cautions, it very well would be the best race we've seen on here.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We are itching to see what happens here, so we'll pull up your feature event lineup there. This starting order is going to be shaken just a little bit. Remember, it was David Heileman picking up the win. He will start on the pole. Outside of him will be the number 3D of Darren Detweiler. Row number 2, inside will be the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. And outside of him, I believe, Matt, it will be it'll be Joshua Piquel, right? I believe it'll be then Josh Piquel, Mason Hannigan. Yeah, it'll be Josh Piquel, Mason Hannigan. Then it'll be Eiler and Szerszynski. And then starting off in the 8th spot, Peyton Grice. They're in car number 92. And following them, starting 9th, will be Carolina boy Chris Roberts in car number 93. Blake Carrick outside of him out of California. Row number 6, inside a Florida native, Nicholas McGeethy in car number 73. And outside of him, another one of your Pennsylvania guys, Matt Althoff in car number 417. Rolling back through the field here. Starting from position number 13, it'll be Carter Chevalier there in car 15. Outside of him, Kyle Stoltz, the New York driver, in 01. Cody Olson will start 15th. Joshua Cotton will start 16th. Justin Zapatoxny will transfer in for the B-Main. He will start 17th. 18th, Kenny Hoffman. 19th, Tyler Schell. 20th, Brad Lamberson. 21st, Larry Moody. 22nd, Shane Gallo. 23rd, Michael DeGrande. 24th starter. And the final one, Russell Thorpe. They're in car 772. So we head into turns 3 and 4 here. I believe looking to take a green flag here with the DOB 410 sprint cars at the Knoxville Speedway. Matt Pridgeon, we are green flag racing.
Heileman going to throw the slider going into turn 1 for his lane of choice. And that's going to put a little bit of distance between him and Detweiler.
Well, remember, coming in, Detweiler has a 3-point advantage for the series lead right now over Tyler Schell. Schell currently back in the 14th spot, but making some big moves early as we take a look towards the mid-pack. An absolute hornet's nest of cars. 3 wide down the back straightaway, now the front straightaway. Zapatoxny, Lamberson, Olson, all under a blanket right now. There's Kenny Hoffman there in the pink number 11 as the caution flag flies for Michael DeGrande. As there you see, there's DeGrande. Little damage to the number 33, and that will bring out caution for the first time here tonight in your feature event. Tough break for driver number 33 as we were working lap number 3, and unfortunately, Matt, not going to quite go green to checker here tonight.
No, but hey, that racing was getting intense, man. They was just giving us a little tease of what's to come in this race, I believe.
Oh, absolutely. These guys are about to put on a masterclass of 410 sprint car racing here on the sim. As David Heileman looking good thus far, I have to say it. He got to that top shelf and he has not looked back yet. But we've got to restack him and repack him here. Working caution here on lap number 3. So again, working caution on lap number 3. Thanks to everybody who is tuning in live to see the DOB 410 Sprint Cars live on Talking Dirt TV. Again, don't go anywhere because after this main event, we're going to have a word with your top 3, and then we will transfer right over to the USA International Speedway in Lakeland, Florida for round 3, session number 2 of the DOB 410 season number 17. As there you see your leader, David Heileman, coming back to a single file restart here into lap number 4. I'll see when he pulls the trigger. Oh, wait. Lights aren't quite out here. Working down the back straightaway. Man, I keep getting turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 confused for some reason. I'm just going to stay on the big cam here so that we can show you exactly what's going on all over this racing surface. As we are, in fact, coming back to a green flag. Heileman, Detweiler, your top 2. Who's going to take home all the marbles tonight? Great restart for David Heileman as we work into turns 1 and 2. Slides right up to the top shelf as we look back to a battle for second now. Hannigan, Williams, Detweiler all under a blanket, Matt.
Yeah, and things are kind of calmed down towards the middle of the pack now. Now they're trying to go 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Zapatoxny, McGeethy, and Lamberson. Tyler Shell trying to throw his name up in the mix.
There is that battle. You're seeing it right now on your screen. Looking at Nick McGeethy. Up in front of him, there's Blake Carrick working on Kenny Hoffman. Matt Althoff and Kyle Stoltz trade blow for blow right now up in front of them. Tough break right now for Darren Detweiler. Oh, into the wall goes Detweiler. What happened there with Mason Hannigan, Matt?
He was just running up top, got caught in the wall. Wall monster came out and jumped out and grabbed him.
We're seeing that with a lot of guys right now as there they go into the turns here. Hannigan back to 9th. Stoltz right in front of him. There's Darren Detweiler back to 7th. Chris Roberts, a good run so far. He's up to 6th. Szerzynski 5th. Eiler 4th. As we pull this back up here, 9 laps in the books. Who was that in the wall? I believe Braden Eiler is caution. Flag waves. Carrick also involved in a caution here.
Tyler Shell kind of got a little bit of damage, but it just looks like it bent his front and rear bumpers. It doesn't look like it damaged any of his wings.
Very possibly there as you're taking a look at Tyler Shell. Currently, I believe, is riding about the 16th spot. He'll come in and repair some damage after catching a piece of that caution. David Heileman continues to lead us around this half mile here at Knoxville. Ernie Williams Jr. right now in the 2nd spot. Josh Piquel in 3rd. Braden Eiler back to the 4th spot. Szerzynski in 5th. Roberts, Detweiler, Stoltz, Hannigan, and Hoffman, your top 10 as we sit. With 2nd place in points right now, Tyler Shell currently in the pits. That is one big story right now. Tyler Shell needs to get back out there and make up some points here. He's got to try his absolute best if he wants to catch Darren Detweiler. In talking to Darren earlier today, said that he was just kind of trying top 5 everybody to death and pull out another season championship. And right now, if Tyler Shell's not able to get back out there, he might just in fact be able to do it. As we see the 85 still being tended to down in the hot pit here at Knoxville, Matt. There he comes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's just waiting till the absolute last second to get as much damage repaired as he possibly can.
Oh, that was yeah.
There's no quick repair, so you got to actually sit and wait, and sometimes it can take a little while for it to repair.
Absolutely exactly what he was doing as we've taken our 1 to go to green, looking like we're going to get a restart out of turn number 4. David Heileman continues to lead us here at the Knoxville Raceway here in Knoxville, Iowa, the sprint car capital of the world. Green flag is back in the air.
Detweiler and Roberts have a little bit of a battle developing. Detweiler's going to try to peek his nose up under Roberts there, but Roberts able to pull away off the top. It's funny because you always mention he runs the bottom, but he's got some speed going around the top tonight.
Absolutely. I was talking to Chris not too long ago, and he said, man, the only thing that sucks now is they went to a fixed setup. He's not able to really run the bottom like he used to, because he always had his setups tuned to run the bottom on a slick racetrack. But now with these setups, it pushes you just about to the top, and that's what he's finding out. But he's up to the 5th spot, so a good run so far for Chris. Up in front of them, though, Piquel to the inside of Szerzynski. Slide job from Piquel will take away that 3rd spot, Matt. Whoa, ooh, never mind.
And upside down. Ooh.
The announcer's jinx strikes again. This time, unfortunately, it strikes for Josh Piquel. who had just thrown a slider for third, and now he's riding around without a top wing on the car. Absolutely hate it for the young man that's had such a good night so far. Oh, man. I got to stop. I'm just going to stop talking that way nobody messes up, Matt.
Yeah, I guess that could be a superstition. I don't know. But it was a coincidence, but a very unfortunate one. Is a good run going tonight, but just that wall monster, man, that wall monster. He came all the way from Volusia down in Florida here to Knoxville.
Came all the way from Volusia, made a stop at Kokomo, and here it is tonight at Knoxville. And coming up, out of turn number 2, just right up on the top of the cushion, hops the cushion into the guardrail. He goes, and that will bring out caution once again here as we continue to work. I believe, Matt, we've got about 23 laps to go possibly for this restart. Let's see here. Yep, 23 laps going to remain for the restart here as we come around. Going to get our one to go to green this time. Race leader continues to be David Heilemann. Been talking about this guy all season long. He has been so fast all year. But just when the moment gets right, something always tends to happen for Heilemann. And he's hoping that I didn't just curse him here and that he's able to pull it off here tonight, because that would be huge for his season.
Yeah, it definitely could, and it could, set him up to make a points comeback here later in the season.
Definitely.
Speaking of points, Tyler Shell, he's got to make some moves here. He could run out of time here soon, so he's trying to close in on Detweiler. He's got to move.
That he does. We've taken our green flag back to racing at Knoxville. 22 laps to go this time by Heilemann, Williams, Szerzinski are top 3. Back to Roberts in 4th. Detweiler working on Hoffman for the 5th spot. Let's take the cameras in just a little bit closer here, show you guys what's going on down there in turns 1 and 2. There's the 11 to the top shelf. That's Kenny Hoffman. He's on the outside right now of Darren Detweiler. And now he works towards Roberts. Chris right in the middle of the racetrack here, trying to make that number 93 stick, Matt.
And this is one thing you like to see is multiple lanes of racing. These guys have been 3 wide, 2 wide, shoot almost 4 wide. The majority of this race, and now Detweiler is going to dive to the end. Oh, no.
Man, we got a caution here for Larry Moody. We're going to kick it in reverse mode right quick and see what happens. Oh, Matt, no bueno. You know who else is involved in this with Larry Moody? Second place in points, Tyler Shell.
Oh, man.
Up and over as well. Oh, man, 12 car also involved slightly. But Tyler Shell and Larry Moody get tangled up here at Knoxville. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut from now on here, Matt. 20 laps to go. And I have got to stop jinxing people. I said watch out for this run from Shell. That's not exactly what I meant. Not at all what I meant. In fact, as Tyler had a good one going there. Yeah, what's up?
Again, another coincidence, but hey.
Well, this is starting to happen a little much for this to be a coincidence at this point. But we'll see how the rest of this one goes, as Heilemann has been bad fast so far, as he leads Alex Szerzinski and Ernie Williams Jr. here as we continue to pace at the sprint car capital of the world here in Knoxville, Iowa. Let's look back. Tyler Shell, he's down in pit road right now, but let's see what he decides to do, if he is done for the evening or if he will make one more attempt to come out. But you absolutely hate to see it anytime it happens. I don't see him moving just yet. Might be too much damage for him to even be able to get back out there. But he will obviously come back and finish once his repair is done in order to try and salvage some points out of tonight. So Heilemann, your race leader as we come back to take another green flag here at Knoxville. I believe it's going to work down into 19 laps to go, Matt.
It'll be 19 when we come back to green. David Heilemann is on the loud pedal. Going to throw it up in a slide job. Going into 1 and 2.
Absolutely. Roberts able to clear Hannigan for the 5th spot. Mason a little uncharacteristic so far tonight. He's back up into 6th. Whoa, what a move. Down to the bottom of Roberts. Caution. Flag waves. We got a big pile up here on the front stretch, Matt. Let's see if we can figure out who's in this. I believe Carrick involved, Olsen involved, Althoff there as well. Russell Thorpe was involved in that one. So another caution comes out here at Knoxville. And we're going to once again kick it into reverse mode and catch what happens both backwards and frontwards. Ooh-wee. Matt, I don't know if you're seeing this replay right now, but Olsen up into the wall, gets into the loose stuff. Actually, that might have been Carrick, but Olsen gets into it as well. So does the 12 of Gallo, gets into it. I believe Brad Lamberson into it as well. A lot of guys here bent out of shape on this caution here with 19, make it 18 laps to go. So that's going to back us down one more time here. Let's see. Tyler Shell must be still working on that. We'll see if he's able to get back out there and salvage any points. But right now, Matt, not looking too good for the driver of the 85 car.
Yeah, and again, being so close to the points lead, you hate to see it, but maybe
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Make it up the rest of the season. I mean, it's still pretty early on. I'm not sure how many races we have, but
a lot.
Early on, I think. Yeah, we're still pretty early on. So.
Well, this thing runs all the way up until just about the end of the year, so still quite a few weeks left to go here for Shell to reel back in Detweiler. But hey, maybe a new challenger emerges here. We take a look at your, say, top 5 in points right now. Currently, obviously, you got Detweiler and Shell 1 and 2. Chris Roberts in 3rd. He's only 10 points back, or he's 13 points back, excuse me. 19 points back is Braden Nyler, and then Josh Backel currently 31 points back of the points lead right now from Detweiler. So all of these guys still 100% have a chance here. We're only 3 races into the season, so everybody's got a big shot at it. And here we go, back green flag racing, 17 laps to go from Knoxville, Matt.
Ooh, Hoffman into the wall in 1 and 2. He's gonna but keep it on all 4s, but that's gonna cause him to fall pretty much all the way to the back. Krzyzewski running 2nd to David Heilemann. Williams is 3rd, Roberts 4th, Hannigan's 5th.
That he is. Hannigan still on the top shelf, trying to make the outside work. He is up on the cushion, now to the outside of Chris Roberts for position number 4. Looks like he had it there for just a second. Off of turn number 4, might have it at the line. No, he does not. Roberts still holds down the 4th spot as they go into the turn here down the front stretch. Hannigan still working on Chris Roberts. Almost makes contact there. Gets a little bit tight. Going through corners 1 and 2. Down the back stretch now. Good run for Hannigan. He's still on the top here, Matt. Back behind them. Detweiler, Cotton. They go to battle here. Now it's Detweiler and McGeethy as Darren gets by Nicholas. Behind them, Joshua Cotton making a charge at him. Justin Zapatoxny up 7 spots so far. Shane Gallo up 11 spots as he makes up the last car on the lead lap here. 12 laps to go from the Knoxville Raceway.
Oh, and
whoa, that's your leader.
No, he wasn't. Alex Krzyzewski's in the lead. David Heilemann was running 2nd. And that, pretty sure that's going to be the end of his night. Absolutely.
So, A, where was the lead change? And B, what happens with David Heilemann here?
I think it happened like a lap ago. I wasn't watching either. And then I look up and I see Heileman was in second, so as soon as I clicked on his name, he was spinning out at the bottom of the straightaway.
Yeah, must have gotten into the wall multiple times here. We look at him. He jumps the bottom cushion, does it again, and then, oh, yeah, hard into the inside guardrail. Oh, Detweiler gets a piece of it too, Matt. Ooh, that might not be good for Double D. So Detweiler catches a piece. Let's see what that means for the rest of his night, as we have another caution here inside 10 laps to go. And we will look on at the 3D of Darren Detweiler.
I think it looks fine.
I think it looks pretty good as well, but you never know with the new damage model.
He could have got something bent in the front suspension.
But that also puts him back to the 6th spot now.
Yeah.
So not the worst deal in the world here. He's still not really losing anything, but if Chris Roberts gains any more spots here, that would put Chris into the 2nd spot in points. See, this week has a really big points implication as far as everybody's concerned, because Roberts is right there, only 13 points back. If he's able to gain another spot, get past Hannigan again, or even, Williams or Szerzynski, he would put himself in a very, very comfortable distance from Detweiler as we get into tonight's round number 2 over at USA. But here we go. Looks like we've gotten the one to go to green. Szerzynski is your new leader, and he will lead the charge out of turn number 4 here as we look to cap off round 1 of the night with a bang here at the Knoxville Raceway. Green flag back in the air, Matt.
Szerzynski off to a great start. Hannigan on the inside of Williams trying to take that 2nd position away. Oh, he's looked like he was going to throw a slide job there, but he just stuck it on the bottom, and he's going to fall back in line with Williams. And Williams with a slider on Szerzynski in 1 and 2 gets the wall a little bit, but Szerzynski able to cross him over and slide him back into 3 and 4.
Yeah, Szerzynski currently your leader, 10 laps to go, make it 9 this time by at the line. Williams slide job. Szerzynski coming up on him quickly, has to get on the binders. That gives Hannigan a chance. Mason on the bottom here. Matt, this is about to get good before it gets done. Coming to 8 laps to go. This time, Szerzynski, a monster run off the top. Here we go. Ooh, Williams, look at Ernie. He ran the blocker line there. Szerzynski realized it went to the top, Matt. These guys playing chess with each other out here as Mason Hannigan looks for the slide job.
And Chris Roberts down there on the bottom, right behind these two guys, trying to reel him in. He's liking that they're racing hard up here, but
oh yeah, he's absolutely liking it. Williams, your leader. Szerzynski 2nd. Hannigan, another shot thrown for the 2nd spot. Mason right now in 3rd. That bottom not able to gather any momentum. Look back at Roberts. Detweiler in 5th. McGeethy, Stoltz. There's Zapatoxny battling with Josh Cotton. Cotton on the inside. There's Shangallo currently riding by himself. See if we got any others here. Russell Thorpe still on the track, a lap down as well. David Heileman, I believe his 9th done. We look back in. Zapatoxny, Stoltz, McGeethy by themselves. The battle right now is towards the front.
Contact between Szerzynski and Williams coming off of turn 4 of the previous lap. Sent Szerzynski into the wall a little bit, but he's able to keep it straight and maintain the lead at a very good distance.
Yeah, these guys need to mind the nerves at this point. Even though it's iRacing, nerves still play a factor. As Szerzynski, a healthy advantage. 0.6 seconds in the middle of the straightaways. Now into the corners, down to 0.5. Back up to 0.6 as we head down the front stretch. Williams holding off Hannigan for the time being, but here comes Mason charging hard into the 2nd spot with the slide job. Doesn't pull up in front of Williams. Rather right beside him as we come out 2 to go, Matt. I believe white flag for Szerzynski. This time, oh, whoa, this might be interesting as Szerzynski gets into the wall. Hannigan and Williams both right there behind him, still battling for 2nd. So Szerzynski, all he's got to do is hit his marks, and he will go to victory lane with the DOB 410 sprint cars out of turn number 4. For the first time this season, it is Alex Szerzynski, your race winner. 2nd, does go to Ernie Williams Jr. Good battle at the line with Mason Hannigan. 4th goes to Chris Roberts. 5th goes to Darren Detweiler. 6th to Nicholas McGeethy, Kyle Stoltz, Joshua Cotton, Justin Zapatoxny, and Shane Gallo round out the cars on the lead lap. Russell Thorpe also finishes 1 lap down. 11 cars of 24 will finish this race here at Knoxville. And we will give you your full race results right now before we go have a word with tonight's race number 1 winner. Your winner, of course, was the 23 of Alex Szerzynski. 2nd was Ernie Williams Jr. 3rd, Mason Hannigan. 4th, Chris Roberts. 5th, Darren Detweiler. 6th, Nicholas McGeethy. 7th, Kyle Stoltz. 8th, Josh Cotton. 9th, Justin Zapatoxny. 10th, Shane Gallo. 11th, Russell Thorpe. 12th, David Heileman. 13th, Kenny Hoffman. 14th will be Brad Lamberson. 15th, Matt Althoff. 16th, Cody Olson. 17th, Blake Carrick. 18th, Larry Moody. Moving back to the last couple of cars here. We'll go 19th, Tyler Schell. 20th, Braden Eiler. 21st, Josh Backel. 22nd, Carter Chevalier. 23rd, Michael DeGrande. And your final finisher will be Peyton Grice, finishing in the 24th spot. So, Matt, I believe now we will attempt to have a word with your race winner. Let's see. As we will pull him up here into the broadcast booth with us. Alex, Ryan from TDTV, got a copy of me, buddy?
Yeah, you got me?
Yes, sir, I do indeed. First off, congratulations. First win of the season here with the DOB 410s. It did it in spectacular fashion by picking up 7 spots there in the feature. Allie, I mean, man, how are you feeling on that one? That has got to do the confidence of a huge boost here as we're getting into round number 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I've struggled so far with this 410 league, and I've been kind of getting taken out a lot. So you got to get the elbows up. So yeah, to beat guys like Tyler, Mason, Ernie, Braden, and all them guys, it's pretty hard. But Knoxville's not a track that I expected to win it at either. I kind of suck here, so yeah, it feels pretty good to not crash with all those 30 laps on the cushion.
Yeah, all those 30 laps on the cushion, but you were talking about elbows up. We saw elbows up in the heat race. It set you up for a pretty good starting spot there. Was there anything said to you about that move, or have you got a chance to look at it? I mean, all in all, dude, heck of a move in the heat race, and heck of a way to get to victory lane here.
Yeah, I look back at it. I don't, we don't run mirrors in here, so I don't know if I'm clear of him or not, but I saw him last second, go and run the top, and I know that the way he entered, it's just not going to carry as much momentum. So I figure if I could throw a long, deep slider, I wasn't going to slide all the way up just in case, he was there. I'd have, he'd have a gap, but, I didn't really mean to wheel him. It's not really how I like to drive, but, it's just unfortunate. I did apologize to him, but, yeah, this was a good run. I needed this. I've been struggling here a little bit with, I've just been struggling with qualifying, and, I can race fine, but, getting qualified better will make my nights a lot easier, and, I'll be able to talk to you a little more.
I'm certainly looking forward to it in the future. We got a big race coming up here to see if you can build on some momentum. USA coming up next, Alec, but before we get to that, go ahead and shout out those sponsors. Who helped you get here to victory lane at Knoxville?
Yeah, I got to thank all my teammates at Black Diamond Motorsports. Brett Wheeler, Ultimate Dirt TV, Ross Corinta, Velocity Race Design, Tim Nichols at Tim Dirt Track Simulators. If any of you guys are down there at the 4 Crown this weekend, make sure to go and check him out. And then Alex Bergeron, ABR Setup Shop, and Zach Rounds, Wraps and Tint, and Nate Davis, Totally Tinted. And just want to say congrats to Mason and Ernie. It was a BDM podium sweep, so hopefully we can do the next at USA.
Absolutely, Alec. Once again, congratulations on this huge win here. And like you said, let's see you do it again as we go to USA.
Yep, thank you.
So again, that was Alex Szerzynski, your race winner. I just wanted to give him a second there to kind of address the heat race and tell his side of the story and make it make sense because, of course, guys, they do not run mirrors in this league. He could not have known that anybody was to his outside. So let's next bring in your second place finisher. Man, it feels like this guy's finishing second a lot, waiting on that first win. Mr. Ernie Williams Jr. once again. Ernie, heck of a
Yeah.
race. You
Yeah,
found yourself in the lead there for a little while, but man, that was insane.
Yeah, I should have went to the top down to 1 and 2 a little earlier, but I'm not doing very good in points in this series, so I wanted to make sure I finished. And once Alec got around me on the outside, I mean, he's him young kids, man. They ain't scared to put it up. Or I get every once in a while, I just want to finish. You know what I mean? He put her up there and passed everybody. The fast way around was up there, and I just didn't want to run it. Like I said, I was more or less wanting to finish, but take second. But it was a good race at the beginning with Heilman, and I don't know what happened with him. And it was a good race there with my teammates Mason and Alec. And I might have something for him. He come down across my right in front a little bit on coming out of 4, but it's just hard racing. And knowing my teammates, so we're going to race really, really hard. To be honest, I'll probably race them guys harder than anybody else on the track, especially when they get around me. So I'm surprised me and him finished right there, to be honest. You know what I mean? Being that close, the outcome's usually not that great sometimes.
Well, I mean, y'all got it done here tonight. Teammates finished 1, 2, 3. We're about to head now to another big half mile with low banking. We head to USA, building off of this solid points night, currently sitting 10th in the points. How are you feeling as we head down to Florida? USA going to be a big event here for us.
Yeah, like I said, we're points racing, man. We got to get up there to. I mean, we're definitely going to try for the win. Hopefully, we can qualify good and all that good stuff. Get us a good starting. If we start anywhere in the front 2 or 3 rows, it'll be win. Anything behind that, with a group of guys, realistically, you're just going to be looking for that 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, somewhere around there. Unless something, crazier things have happened, but we're definitely going to go down there and look for a victory for sure.
Well, absolutely, Ernie. Real quick, as Session 2's launching, go ahead, shout out the sponsors. Let us know who got you here.
All right. Tim Sims, he's a big help. Tim Nichols, they're down to Eldora this weekend, down to the 4 Crown. You guys get down there, they're having a big race. Down there giving away a $2,000 gift certificate from General Tire. They're putting a big race on. It's after the autograph session Saturday. So make sure you guys get down there if you're down there, and tell him I sent you, and he'll give you a good deal on some T-shirts and stuff. Thanks for all the viewers and you guys doing the broadcast, man. Hopefully we'll see you here soon.
Yes, sir. Very, very good run there for Ernie. Next, just one more conversation before we jump to session number 2, third place finisher, Mr. Mason Hannigan. And this will be now, since Tuesday, the 3rd race in a row that Mason has finished in the 3rd spot. So, hey, Mason, consistency key so far for you this season.
Don't like it.
Well, hey, you have a chance now. We go to USA. You have a chance to change it around.
How much you want to bet? We'll make it 4-3.
Hey. I mean, it's looking pretty good right now.
The odds are
the odds are high. The odds are pretty high right now, but man, still great race between you and Ernie and Alec, all 3 throwing some sliders there for a little while, giving each other plenty of room, nice respectful racing. So I mean, you still can't be mad about this one. You got any big takeaways here as we head towards USA?
Yeah, I think I biked one time in turn 1.
You
Did a 360, got hit by Alec. Kept going. No idea how the caution didn't come out. I don't have a clue. I really have no idea. But yeah, I guess I'm just happy to finish at the end of the day because I don't even know how I'm here at the moment. So yeah,
Well,
that's all I'll say.
well, a lot
Better
of people.
than what I expected.
I was about to say a lot of people didn't finish. So you just be happy with that.
A lot
for this one. Go ahead, shout out the sponsors as we're about to head over to USA.
Yeah, Black Time Motorsports BDM sweep tonight. Alec 1, Ernie 2, me 3, and can't thank them boys enough. Tim Sims, obviously, Tim Nichols, UDTV, Velocity Race Designs, and all the boys at DOB. You guys for broadcasting, and hopefully we can be 2 spots better here. But the odds aren't looking too good, so we'll see.
Well, Mason, good luck. We'll see in just a little bit, buddy. We're rooting for you. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
So, of course, that was Mason Hannigan. That was your top 3 out of session number 1. Race fans at home, as you're watching this, do not go anywhere. We're going to take a couple of minutes of break here, set up for round number 2 of the night, as we will rejoin you live from the USA International Speedway right here on TDTV. Before we continue tonight's broadcast, I want to remind everybody at home that tonight's broadcast of the Dirty Old Bastards 410 Sprint Car Series is brought to you by Super Clean, by Wicked Brands Incorporated, Wicked Cushion Esports, Forrest Weggy, the I-55 lawyer in Missouri, by Jeremy Zarfos Photography, and also brought to you by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators at timsims.com. Welcome back to TDTV as we rejoin you live from the beautiful USA International Speedway here in Lakeland, Florida, for tonight's second session of events as we bring you, I believe, about 20 cars signed in for a 30-lap main event. Rejoining us here, went and got myself a snack, and I am ready to call the action. Minus the co-star of the show. I'm going to share this around real quick, get it on my Facebook page. Let the followers know that it is go time. So we'll pull up the big board here and look at our best time so far. Tyler Shell is the quickest on the track, 16.95 seconds. There you see him as he sits in the pits. Second, Josh Backel, 17.0. Third is Dunn. And that is Craig Dunn, the Australian, 17.06. Andrew May currently fourth. Peyton Grice now up to fifth. Good run out of the 92 car. Ryan Scheit rejoining us here in car number 10. Didn't see him in the first session. Good to see him back here. Justin Zapatoxny back with us as well. Larry Moody in car number 73 on track as well. Well, I guess Chris decided he was going to send it forward already as we get into qualifying action here at USA. There's Chris Roberts himself as we see the big board up on the top left of your screen, looking on with Chris Roberts' lap number 1 down the back straightaway here at USA. Here he comes down the front straightaway. Good looking lap 1 for Roberts. See where it puts him. Second quick, Nick McGeethy first. Look at Darren Detweiler here on lap number 2. Tyler Shell now takes the top spot away as we see that 3D down the back straightaway. Big, long straightaways here at USA. Out of turn number 4, here comes Double D looking to extend his points lead. Does he get the pole spot? Not quite. Shell able to contain it. Craig Dunn here working on lap number 2. Remember, he was third quick in hot laps. There in car number 57. Dunn across 6th quick for Greg Dunn. Justin Zapatoxny now on lap number 2 as well. I believe Dunn with his. Goes 13th quick. Ryan Scheidt on track here. Currently 20th after lap number 1. They're in 0-1-0. Ernie Williams on lap 1 was 19th quick. Now on lap 2, Scheidt up to 11th. Ernie Williams is now halfway through his lap number 2 into 3 and 4. Here comes that number 91 after finishing 2nd earlier tonight. He will clock it in. Williams Jr. goes 16th quick. Shane Gallo looks like he's the last one to cross here. Currently 21st, goes up to 19th. And your race winner from session 1 not able to take a qualifying time here. That was Alex Szerzynski, as he will have to start at the back of a heat race. As heat race number 1 comes to the red, Tyler Shell will lead us from the point here with Darren Detweiler to his outside. Kyle Stoltz, Chris Roberts, Larry Moody, Ernie Williams Jr., Shane Gallo, and Christopher Lynn, the 8 cars here in heat race number 1 for the DOB 410 Sprint Cars right here on TDTV. So good to be back here at the USA International Speedway. We've already seen this place one time this season. Of course, that was with the DOB 360 sprints. Provided a tremendous race, and it looks like it will do just that here tonight with the DOB 410 sprint cars as well. These 410s, the mainstay with DOB. Been running these for now 17 seasons across many, many years, many different platforms, many different broadcasters, but now they find their home right here on TDTV. As you look at the field over, working into turns 3 and 4, about to come to a green flag for the first time on the night. There we go, Tyler Shell on the loud pedal. Detweiler to his outside. We are green flag racing here for heat race number 1. 8 laps the distance. Here they come down the back straightaway. Shell a good advantage over Detweiler. Single file so far. Everybody singles it out like a line of preschoolers going to recess. Down the front stretch they go. Detweiler still in second. There's Chris Roberts up underneath him. 2 good buddies battling for the second spot. Williams right there in third. Here they go down the front straightaway. Tyler Shell looking to lead another one. As we look at your race leader there in 1 and 2. Leads the field. Battle still rages for second. Detweiler holding off Roberts. We got another battle towards the mid-pack here. Kyle Stoltz looking for that 4th and final transfer spot. Away from Ernie Williams Jr. He looks low. Williams able to keep it right there in the middle of the track, not let Stoltz around him. 5 laps to go. Ooh, Detweiler drifts high. Roberts peaks again. Nothing doing for 93 as Chris continues to ride in that 3rd spot. Williams still 4th so far. Single file. Track still pretty fresh here at USA. Kind of locked down. We'll see how it gets as the track progression takes shape. Again, all drivers will go to the main event here in this one. as I believe 23 signed in before we got going for qualifying. So Stoltz has lost a spot to Moody. He is back to 6th. Larry, the first one on the outside looking in. There you saw 4th place, Ernie Williams Jr. There's 3rd place, Chris Roberts. 2nd place, Darren Detweiler. And race leader Tyler Schell as we work down the back straightaway, coming to a white flag. 1 lap gonna remain for Schell in 85. So there we are off of turn number 4. Tyler Schell will win it here. Look at the battle for the transfer spot. Williams takes it. Stoltz and Moody were side by side at the line. Give it to Moody. Stoltz 6th. Gallo and Lynn round out the field of 8 here. But congratulations to your heat race number 1 winner, Mr. Tyler Schell, as he will take it home and lock himself into the top 8 dash after heat racing is all said and done. So heat race number 2 now going to line up here as we pull up our starting grid. Mason Hannigan representing Black Diamond Motorsports in car number 22. Nicholas McGeethy will be in car number 73 to his outside. Row number 2, Andrew May in the 31 out of Pennsylvania on the inside. Ryan Scheidt in the number 10 will be on the outside. Justin Zapatoxny will start 5th in car number 03. Michael DeGrande will start in 6th in car number 33. Looks like Carter Chevalier will start in car number 4 from the 7th position. Alex Szerzynski scheduled to start 8th here, your race 1 winner. So far not present. Let's see if he is able to grid up and join in before we get going here with heat race number 2. Szerzynski, a no-show so far. So tough break for race 1 winner Alex Szerzynski. Not sure what happened, but he so far in session number 2 has been a no-show. So here we go, race fans watching at home. Got to come around and get that one to go to green here. For Mason Hannigan, Nicholas McGeethy, Andrew May, Ryan Scheidt, Michael DeGrande, Justin Zapatoxny, and Carter Chevalier. Your car's ready to take green for heat race number 2. So pace truck pulls it on in. We are green flag racing here, 8 laps the distance for heat race number 2. Already one up into the wall. Everybody able to keep it going down the back straightaway. Whoa, what in the world happened there for Justin Z? Green flag going to stay out here as he'll pull down to the inside, but that will bring his early night to an end. He'll have to retry in a B main. Looking at 4th right now, Andrew May holds the final transfer spot. Ryan Scheidt in 3rd. McGeethy in 2nd. Hannigan is your race leader, and he is absolutely flying right now. 18.19 seconds his last time by. Mason Hannigan, bad fast to the bone so far. So Hannigan a comfortable almost 1 second lead over Nick McGeethy. About 0.8 of a second right now. There's McGeethy. There's 3rd place Ryan Scheidt. Now May to the bottom. Beautiful number 31 car there for Andrew May. Peaked once. Now going to peak again off of turn number 2. But he will have to keep it in line here. All single file so far at USA. Hannigan still working in the bottom. Bit of a slider line through corners 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. 3 laps to go for Mason. Again with the slider-esque line is Mason Hannigan. And he continues to lead, but that lead is shrinking ever so slightly, as it was down to about 0.6 of a second at one point. Now back out to 0.8, and Mason running away with this one. There was a bit of contact between Scheid and May, as those two's back single file with the white flag waving this time. Carter Chevalier, the first man on the outside looking in. He's currently in 5th with no chance to catch Andrew May. Let's look back up front here. Mason Hannigan, he's off of turn number 4. Looks like he will easily win heat race number 2. McGeethy 2nd, 3rd to Scheit, 4th to May. Then 5th and 6th go to Chevalier and DeGrande in that order. And that will line up heat race number 3. Brad Lamberson, Craig Dunn, Josh Piquel, Lane Stevens, Peyton Grice, Blake Carrick, and Russell Thorpe round out this field. So looking good so far. 2 green to checker heat races. There you see Brad Lamberson alongside Craig Dunn. Back to row 2, 33 and 33, Piquel and Stevens. Back to row 3, Peyton Grice and Blake Carrick, and then Russell Thorpe all by his lonesome. So lights already out on the pace truck. You know what that means, race fans watching at home? Going green flag racing here in heat race number 3. As we come off of turn number 4, you are watching the DOB 410 Sprint Cars, presented by Jay-Z Photography, Design, Metal Art, and so many more right here on Talking Dirt TV. So far, a good heat race number 3. Piquel to the outside of Lamberson. As Brad tried to run the very, very bottom, nothing was working for him. He falls back to 2nd. Dunn in 3rd, Grice in 4th. And now Dunn peaks to the bottom of the 27 of Lamberson. 27 still in 2nd, looking to get back around Piquel in the 33 car. Now Dunn, will we see a slide job out of Craig Dunn? They all see... Oi, 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 right up in front of Lamberson. Now the 57 falls back behind 27 as we continue on here with 5 laps to go. Now Dunn gets slid by Lamberson. Now he looks back to the bottom. Lamberson playing protect here. Back behind them. How about Lane Stevens? Alongside Blake Carrick down there. Blake in that 33 car. Or excuse me, that's Lane Stevens there in the 33 car battling with Blake Carrick. Blake was up into the wall. Up in front of them, Peyton Grice currently in the final transfer spot. Greg Dunn in 3rd, Lamberson in 2nd. Josh Piquel, your leader. 2 laps remain when we cross the stripe next time. Just look how close those guys are getting to hitting that wall off of turn number 2 as Josh Piquel continues to lead heat race number 2 into 3 and 4 for the final time. And off of 4, Piquel, great heat race. He will dominate and win heat race number 2. Lamberson 2nd, Dunn 3rd, Grice 4th, 5th to Stevens, 6th to Carrick, and 7th to Russell Thorpe. So throwing me for a loop again here. I believe we're going to skip right forward into our consolations. Well, actually, our 6-car dash, is it looks like we only ran 3 heat races. Yeah, no heat race number 4, of course. I meant to pull up the heat race number 3 results there. As it was Piquel, Limberson, Dunn, Grice, Stevens, Carrick, and Thorpe. Your third and final heat race finishing order. As up next will be your 6-car dash. Just waiting on the redraw here. Perfect time to remind you guys about all the great sponsors of the DOB 410 Sprint Car Series, including Forrest Wagey, the I-55 lawyer in Missouri, Wicked Brands Incorporated, Wicked Cushion Esports, amongst others. As it sounds like a few guys starting to grid up here. Here's Tyler Shell. Now in the grid. Darren Detweiler looks like he drew number 1. Outside of him, Nicholas McGeethy in 73. Row 2, I believe Hannigan's on the inside of that one. See who jumps to his outside. Possibly Brad Lamberson there in car 27. Right behind them, you see Josh Piquel. Chris Lynn, not sure what's going on with Chris, as he wasn't able to finish his heat race earlier. There's Darren Detweiler, and drew that number 1. So 6 cars here: Detweiler, McGeethy, Hannigan, and Shell. Then that final row, that back there, the 27 of Lamberson and the 33 of Piquel, as we are green flag racing here. And I'll watch the whole field as we race through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway here at USA. Looking at Tyler Shell on the inside of Hannigan. Track starting to widen out just a little bit here as Hannigan tries to get the better of Shell. Now Lamberson throws it in there. Lamberson on the bottom. Hannigan stuck behind Shell. It's currently Detweiler, McGeethy with Shell challenging. Shell down to the bottom. Ooh, a little bit of tire scrubbing there down the back straightaway as they head off into 3 and 4. Now Hannigan way down low, slide line. Oh man, Hannigan makes contact. No idea they were up there. And Mason is just going to go ahead and pull it off here. Knows he made a mistake. And that gives Darren Detweiler a clean and clear room to win this 6-lap shootout. 6-lap dash here with Lamberson second. Looks like, or that's McGeethy second, Lamberson third, excuse me. And then it looks like Piquel and Shell will finish in that order, but there you have it. That's a bad mamma jamma right there. Mr. Darren Detweiler, your race leader. Six laps completed. Detweiler finishes first. McGeethy finishes second. Lamberson finishes third. And then it was Shell and Piquel in that order here in the 6-car dash. Mason Hannigan pulls off early as a result of contact made with multiple cars. And he will start from the 6th position for tonight's main event of the evening. a second there to check my fantasy football scores. Not looking good right now, so oh well. Thursday night football always gets you, ladies and gentlemen. As we're seeing what's going on with this server here. Pull this up. As I believe they're going to transfer it over to tonight's main event. Here in just a moment. Sorry, if you remember back, we're about to get into to our main event number 2 of the night. If you remember back, Alex Szerzynski was the winner of the first main event of the evening, but then Alec, so far tonight, has not shown up and has been awarded the 23rd starting spot. That's last, ladies and gentlemen, for this main event here at the USA International Speedway. So unfortunate there for him. But he's not been here and possibly still isn't here for this main event. So Tyler Schell gonna not start us on with the pole. It will be Darren Detweiler from the point there in car 3D. Outside of him, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, outside of Darren will be the 73 of Nicholas McGeethy. Next row back will be Brad Lamberson and Josh Piquel. It'll be Tyler Schell and Mason Hannigan. They're rounding out your top 6 after the dash. And to get back with the program there to figure out exactly where these guys were starting on each other, as they look like they are trying to get it figured out now. As you see Brad Lamberson alongside, actually it'll be Tyler Schell starting from that 4th spot, then Piquel and Hannigan. So then we will look back behind them at Chris Roberts in 7th, Ryan Scheit starting 8th, Craig Dunn, Ernie Williams Jr., Andrew May, Peyton Grice. And then moving back, it'll be Larry Moody, Carter Chevalier, Lane Stevens, Kyle Stoltz, Michael DeGrande, Blake Carrick, Shane Gallows, Justin Zapatoxny, Russell Thorpe, Christopher Lynn, and Alex Szerzynski, who has made it to race finally. There he is, race 1 winner, Alex Szerzynski, finally back with us here at USA. There in car number 23, going to have to do it from the very, very back of the pack here. And he is well off the field. Needs to catch up before we come around to take that illustrious green flag here at the USA International Speedway. Thanks everybody for tuning in so far. Got one last feature event in store for you, and it's about to kick off in a big way here in beautiful Lakeland, Florida, with the DOB 410 sprint cars. They're coming to a green flag out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen. On the edge of your seats at home, because it's showtime with the DOB 410 sprint cars. Instantly, everybody kind of spread out, but like a hornet's nest behind leader Darren Detweiler. McGeethy was working on Lamberson, now into the clutches of Schell. Tyler right there in 4th with Mason on his inside. Caution flag is out here. Let's see, who have we got? Andrew May possibly in the 31 car as he comes to a stop. He will be your first caution of the evening here at USA as he catches up to the tail end of the field. So working caution here with the lights still on. Looks like that pace truck about ready to pull off here. Darren Detweiler is your leader. Lamberson second, McGeethy in the third spot. It's Shell, Hannigan, Piquel, Scheidt, Williams, Roberts, and Dunn. Your top 10 here at the USA International Speedways. We head down the back straightaway. Lights still on the iRacing Chevy Silverado pace truck. So Double D itching to fire this one back off. Lamberson right behind him. McGeethy, Shell, Hannigan, your top 5. As we sit with just 3 laps in the books here at USA. Throw it back up top here for this restart. There's the wide shot showing your top 5, top 6. As Detweiler on the loud pedal, we're back green flag racing here at USA. As he went down to the bottom there on the restart. And that gave him a big run into turns 1 and 2. Nice advantage so far for Detweiler. Lamberson, McGeethy, Shell, and Hannigan all fighting for positions 2 through 5. As we work lap number 3. Tyler Shell there on the outside. Right in the middle, Hannigan to the bottom. Mason Hannigan, good move up to 3rd. Mason Hannigan in 22 up to 3rd already. Moving the cameras back through the field. Larry Moody is on the move as well. Got one off of the speedway. I believe that was Russell Thorpe. Also on the move here. Ernie Williams Jr. there in 91. Caution flag. Will wave. Let's see who we got here. Shane Gallo possibly involved in this one. They're in the 12 car as he has already pulled it down into the pits. And we'll look back on up front here. There's Ernie Williams Jr. on the move so far into the top 10. Ernie currently riding in the 8th spot. Ryan Scheidt in 7th. Josh Piquel in 6th. -3 so far for Piquel. McGeethy right where he started. Tyler Shell right now in 4th. Mason Hannigan scored 3rd. Brad Lamberson scored 2nd. Darren Detweiler scored in the race lead. So we head down the back stretch here with, I believe, lights out on the iRacing pace truck. Nope, not lights out just yet. We're going to come around and get that one to go. Thought we'd already taken it, but long pace laps here at a big half-mile track. There is a good look at Darren Detweiler's design metal art number 3D. Darren, of course, one of the head bodies in the series, looking to take victory for the first time this year and extend his points lead over Tyler Shell. Tyler currently rides in that 4th spot, 3rd place in points right now. Chris Roberts, all the way back in 11th, needs to make some moves happen here in tonight's second A-main event of the evening. Looking back at the front here off the turn before, going to go back green flag racing at the USA International Speedway. There's the loud pedal by Detweiler, and we are racing once again with 25 laps to go. Battling for the race lead, Detweiler on the outside, Lamberson on the inside. Here's Mason Hannigan. Now Tyler Schell right in behind him. Lamberson back to second. Double D trying to hold down the top shelf. See if it's got any momentum to get back around the guy on the bottom in Brad Lamberson. He might have something cooking because those two behind him, two of your faster guys, they were on the top. Now Hannigan goes to the bottom, trying to get by Tyler Schell. Caution again here at USA. Let's see who we've got involved in this one. Oh boy, looks like Ernie Williams Jr. involved here with 22 laps to go. Let's take a look back and find out what happens here to the number 91. Finished second earlier tonight. We're going to watch here going into turns 3 and 4. Down the front stretch, we will put it in quarter motion. Makes contact with the car there on his outside. That was one of the 33 cars. Then contact with the 3 of Zapatoxny. And into the bottom there. Boy, oh boy, bad news bears for both drivers involved, as they will be making some adjustments before they can rejoin the field here. As I believe Justin Z still out there for the time being, so good on him. There's your second place man, possibly new race leader, Brad Lamberson, as he's the first car following the pace truck around. Might have missed that one as I was looking for the caution a little bit earlier, but possibly another pass for the lead, same as what happened in the last race, but this time it's Brad Lamberson to the point for the restart. Best run by far this season for Brad Lamberson. If he can just hold on for 20 more laps, he will seal the deal here at the USA International Speedway. Tyler Schell currently in that third spot. Hannigan and Piquel, your top 5. As we get set to take the one to go to green, shed the field down to 17. Zapatoxny, the last car on the lead lap. Now, an update on your race 1 winner, Alex Szerzynski. Alec has made a couple of moves. Currently, he is in the 12th spot of 11 so far. That was race 1 winner, Alex Szerzynski, looking to have a big night here. He was complaining about his qualifying efforts. Well, I mean, you can't fix it when you don't qualify, but let's see how many more spots he is able to pick up here in tonight's main event as we get set to restart. 23 laps remain at USA. Green flag back out in the air here. Lamberson, great jump over Detweiler as we race down into turns 1 and 2. There's Schell up on the top, Hannigan on the bottom. T-Shell trying to make it work. Little contact with the outside wall out of turn number 2 as they continue to battle for that third spot. Craig Dunn making some moves with Larry Moody, Peyton Grice. They're all under a blanket 3 wide out of turn number 4 here at USA. We continue to race down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. And now down the back straightaway, Szerzynski making some moves. Gets around Roberts for 10th. Now to the top shelf goes Alex Szerzynski. Looking to pick up another one here as he pulls to the backside of Larry Moody. Good driving out of Szerzynski. Alex able to make the pass up into the 9th spot. Ryan Scheidt right in front of him. Let's look back up front here. Tyler Schell has made his way to the 2nd spot. Detweiler all the way back to 4th. Piquel still 5th. Look at the battle for 7th, 8th, 9th right now. Szerzynski up to 8th. Got around Craig Dunn. Now he's to the outside again. That outside line's cooking for Szerzynski. If he gets a couple more cautions, don't count him out to be in this top 3 while we're all said and done, as he is on the move, up 16 spots. Hard charger so far, up to 7th now. Gets around the 73 into 6th for Alex Szerzynski as caution waves, and he will have to fall back to 7th as the caution comes out here. I believe Peyton Grice involved. Let's see here if we can find Peyton Grice and rewind it up to see what happened exactly. On his lid was Peyton Grice. As he gets into turns 3 and 4. Oh, man, just rides the wall like we saw so many times a couple of weeks ago at Volusia. And comes to a rest after a few flips. So, tough break there for Peyton Grice. Night will be over here at USA. So there's your race leader. That's Brad Lamberson leading his first race of the season, but Tyler Schell looking to take it away from him after a disappointing run at Knoxville. Schell wants to get to victory lane here to try and close in the gap between he and Darren Detweiler that was grown after Knoxville. Points will be tallied in after this race, and we're sure that Schell's going to try and keep it close here as he's going to give Lamberson his best shot. Don't count out anybody in this top 5, though. Hannigan, Detweiler, Piquel all have a chance, and especially do not count out that man right there, Alex Szerzynski, who has been the fastest car on the track for the past 10 laps. Up, I believe it's, 17 spots so far, just about? 16, exactly. 16 spots up for Alex Szerzynski. Was up as far as 17 at one point before the caution flag flew here. Lights out on the pace car, going back green flag racing here at the USA International Speedway. Brad Lamberson, Tyler Schell going to be your top 2. Hannigan, Detweiler, Piquel, your top 5, as we are set for a big restart here with 18 laps to go. Green flag back out in the air here. Brad Lamberson, good jump once again. Looking back at Tyler Schell, currently in second. Everybody on the bottom for this first lap. Hannigan, a good run. On the outside, though, Alex Szerzynski back on a mission. Oh, jumps the cushion to Szerzynski. It's okay, though. Didn't get the car up on the wall. He'll be back to 7th. Working on McGeethy again. As we continue to chop off laps here, 16 to go. Back up front is, McGeethy and Szerzynski were about to go at it. Szerzynski was all over the place. Now Detweiler into the wall. Szerzynski to the bottom to try and get around him. Caution. Flag will wave. Szerzynski flipping over. Lands on the wheels, though. As, no caution. We're still green flag racing here at USA. All of that ground made up for Alex Szerzynski for naught. He is now back to the 17th spot, and he will pull it into the pits. Just when I started to talk good about him, something always happens. Tough luck for Alex Szerzynski. He's probably going to message me and tell me to never talk about him again. As Tyler Schell now looking to make a move on race leader Brad Lamberson does so and takes the lead with 13 to go. Lamberson back down to the bottom. That bottom's got momentum there, but not as much as the middle had for Tyler Schell, as he will have a lead. Mason Hannigan right now in 3rd on the cushion. We saw what it did for Alex Szerzynski a little while ago. Will it do the same for Mason Hannigan as he pulls in close to Brad Lamberson down the back? Straight away they come, as Chris Roberts in danger of going a lap down here. Roberts already a lap down, as he goes even further back now behind Josh Piquel. As we look on to Piquel, as he got around Darren Detweiler, Piquel up into the 4th spot. Up to Lamberson, still in 3rd now. Hannigan got around him. Mason's in 2nd, Tyler's in 1st. Mason 1 spot better right now than he was in the previous feature. Now you see Mason running a bit of a precarious line as he juts it in high and keeps it there the whole way around, following in Shell's footsteps. Now Shell makes a bit of a mistake in the middle of turns 2. Yeah, the middle right there of turn number 2 allows Hannigan to reel him in ever so slightly. Now Shell pushes up the track again. Hannigan on the bottom, a little bit of a momentum shift here at USA. Slide job from Mason Hannigan right up in front of Tyler Shell. Shell back to the bottom. Hannigan, whoa, big bobble there for Mason. Big bobble for Mason Hannigan. Gonna have to reload and try it again here. This might get interesting, race fans watching at home. Share the stream around. Get as many people in here to watch this finish as possible. 7 laps to go from USA. We're watching the battle for the lead. Tyler Shell now back out to a half-second advantage. Lap traffic comes into play again. There's Chris Roberts once again. Chris must have some damage to the car here. There's Chris Lynn right in front of your race leader, Tyler Shell. Lynn stays low, excuse me, as Shell gets around him on the outside. Half-second advantage, 6 laps to go. Shell, a big mistake. Hannigan makes him pay for it. Shell into the wall again. Tyler Shell, not what you want, as now he slides back down to the bottom. Retakes the race lead into the turn. Contact made. Shell, front nose falls off. That might bring an end to his night as the front nose comes off after contact with Mason Hannigan, as Hannigan might walk away with this one. We see the field start to spread out here as we pull up the big caps. There's race leader Mason Hannigan. Shell about a second back, missing his front nose. There's Brad Lamberson currently in 3rd. Joshua Piquel in 4th. Darren Detweiler in 5th. Big green flag run here. 3 laps remain. Been a good battle thus far, but now with just 2 laps to go, that battle has subsided as Tyler Shell now with a lot of nose damage with the front wing missing, just going to try and salvage that 2nd spot. Brad Lamberson is inching closer, though, to try and take it away here as we come to the white flag for race leader Mason Hannigan. So Mason, barring something catastrophic happening, should walk away with this one. We're going to see real quick if Lamberson can catch the Shell machine, who is at a snail's pace right now, missing that front nose wing. As off of turn number 4, Mason Hannigan will win this one easily. But let's watch the battle for 2nd as Lamberson on the outside. Will he get it? Who got it? Lamberson for 2nd. Man, oh man, what a race at the line for the 2nd spot. Shell comes home 3rd with a missing front nose wing. Piquel comes home 4th. Detweiler 5th. Moody, Dunn, Stoltz, Scheit, Zapatoxny, your top 10 here at USA. So we will now bring up your final results of the night. Of course, your race winner representing Black Diamond Motorsports was, we talked to him earlier, and he told me he bet that he would finish in the 3rd spot again, but pulling out the win there, albeit a little contact with Tyler Shell. But Mason Hannigan, your race winner here. Brad Lamberson 2nd, edging out Shell at the line. Joshua Piquel comes home 4th. Darren Detweiler 5th. Larry Moody 6th. 7th to Craig Dunn. 8th to Kyle Stoltz. 9th to Ryan Scheit. 10th to Justin Zapatoxny, 11th to Nick McGeethy, 12th goes to Michael DeGrande, 13th to Christopher Lynn, 14th to Chris Roberts, 15th to Blake Carrick, I believe 16th to Carter Chevalier, 17th Alex Straczynski, 18th Peyton Grice, 19th Andrew May. We'll push this forward just a little bit. There's the rest of your field on the screen now. Lane Stevens 20th, Ernie Williams Jr. 21st, 22nd Russell Thorpe, and 23rd Shane Gallo. So let's go ahead and round out the night here. Got to have a couple of chats. The first of those chats, we'll go to a man who has not shown up just yet. Yeah, just a reminder, it was Mason Hannigan getting the win there at the very end of it all, as he takes home his second win of the season. Or excuse me, now third win of the season. He does have 2 so far on the year, so third win of the season for the Pittsboro, Indiana native Mason Hannigan. Just waiting on him to pop up in the chat here. Don't see anybody as of yet, but still a beautiful night here at USA. Great racing action all over the racetrack. As Big Bad Brad Lamberson waiting on his interview, finished in the second spot. And I was about to skip over you. Ladies and gentlemen, now joining me, winner of session number 2. You played me for a fool, Mason. Winner Mason Hannigan joining me now in the broadcast booth. I thought you were going to finish third again.
Yeah, I don't know. We were racing for the lead, and I didn't want to take him out, but he went the way he entered the top the whole race. Went in there, and he went to go around the bottom when I was going to go slide him again. So it's just it's a racing deal, part of it, unfortunately.
Oh, absolutely.
And yeah, we just move on. I'll probably get one back. Fair enough. Move on.
Well, hey, absolutely, man. But all in all, you guys put on a fantastic battle there for quite a few laps, sliders back and forth. Gave me some excitement for the night. But, hey, what a way to rebound now after 3 straight third place finishes when you count both series. Coming in here, getting a win at USA, I believe, just like you did in the 360s. Got to feel good as we continue on with the season here, especially as far as points are concerned.
Yeah, not the way I wanted to win it, but unfortunately, it's part of it. And yeah, I don't know about points. We'll just see, and then
We were 13th coming in, so I mean, hey, third place and a second place you got. I mean, it still looks pretty good on the score sheets after all.
we'll see. We'll see how we look for next week too. I don't even know where next week's at.
Why do you say this every
Next
single
week,
time?
we gotta get ready. You know.
You say it every single
There's no
time you come in
preparation.
here.
There's no preparation.
You talk about next week. Next week with the 410s is Lima Land and back to Volusia.
Oh no.
So we go back to where we started.
No. Maybe I can rebound it.
I was about to say, don't you no me. Just stay out of the wall, please.
Well, tonight I did a good job of that.
Tonight you did do a good job of that tonight,
Shocking.
Mason. And
Very shocking.
and I am proud of you. Good race. Go ahead, shout out the sponsors one last time. Let them know who helped you get to victory lane here as you win at USA.
Yeah, all the boys at Black Diamond. I can't thank them enough. Tim Sims, UDTV, Velocity Race Designs, and all the boys at DOB, Chris, all the admins, and you for broadcasting it. And yeah, we'll be back next week.
We absolutely will, Mason. Congratulations once again, and we'll see you as both tours move on.
Yep, thank you.
So that was first place, your winner tonight, Mr. Mason Hannigan here at the USA International Speedway. And up next, a crazy, crazy photo finish at the line for second. Mr. Brad Lamberson joins me in the booth here after a second place run at USA. And Brad, you had a really, really good run there in the lead for most of this race. I guess just what kind of changed there is the guys behind you seemed to pick up a lot of speed there about the halfway point.
Yeah, after that last caution, when I was in the lead, I didn't really know where to run. Once we got rolling, I knew if I hit the bottom coming off a 1 and 2 off the start, I'd be good, but didn't really know if I should run the top or stick to what I was doing. So I stuck to what I was doing, and they both drove around me.
Yeah, that's always the downside of being in the lead. Although you are the leader, you never know where the fast line is at that point. And then it leads us all the way. We have a long green flag run, and then right there at the end, Tyler's front nose wing comes off the car, and you get a shot to get back in the second spot. What was that? Dude, that battle right there at the line, it was as close as it gets. What was going through your head as we took the white flag there?
I knew I was reeling him in pretty quick. I didn't know if I'd get him there at the line or not, and I seen the scoreboard said I got him, but it was fun. I think we just got into each other there at the line, and I got the better end of the stick.
Well, Brad, best run for the season so far for you. So first off, congrats on that. Why don't you go ahead and shout out those sponsors on the car, let everybody at home watching know who got you here tonight.
Thank you, sir. Gotta thank Melling Performance and Classic Metal Finishing. They're my personal sponsors in the real world. Also want to thank Darren Detweiler and Josh Pickell, my teammates on iRacing, along with all my family and friends.
Absolutely. Now, little birdie did tell me about the real life stuff. You're actually running a replica of your real car, so that's freaking awesome to see, man. But once again, congrats on this second place run here, and we hope to see you build on this momentum as we head to the 360s and 410s again next week.
Right on. Thank you, sir. Got to figure out what's up with my wheel first. We'll have something for him.
Hey, good luck with that. We'll catch you next week, Brad.
Thanks, buddy.
So again, that was Brad Lamberson finishing in the second spot. And it doesn't look like Tyler Schell in the mood to talk, as he does not show up for his third place interview. So, race fans at home, appreciate you all for tuning in tonight to our feature presentation of the DOB 410 Sprint Car Series here on TDTV. Of course, we will be back with you next Tuesday, the final time on the season for the DOB 360 Sprint Cars here on TDTV. But fortunately, taking their place going forward will be the return of the Southern Outlaw Auto Racing Association. And then we will be back with you on Thursday for some more DOB 410 Sprint Cars. So for my broadcast partner, Mr. Matt Bridge, and I have been Ryan Williams. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this video. And we will catch you again next Tuesday. DOB 360 Sprint Cars right here on TDTV.